What's up, angels? My name is Chelsea and welcome back to my channel. Okay, so I have been away for a couple of weeks. I am sorry about that. My parents were here and then I worked a lot, so I didn't really have time to film and edit, but I'm back and we won't take another one like that. If you can hear that banging, it's actually my neighbour, but like 2 rooms over, so I don't know why we can hear it. It just scared the crap out of me. I thought someone was banging on the front door and no one was there when I checked. So, however, I thought this week, for our first week back, we would do reacting to my friend's paranormal experiences part 2. My friend Hilary, that we actually read her experiences in the first part of this series, she's had loads of stuff happen since, so there will be a Hilary part 2, but for this time it's my other friend. They've asked to remain anonymous, which I completely understand, so I will be respecting that, because they've asked nicely and I would like to respect my friends. So I won't refer to them by name, I'll just read their story. I don't know how many of you did watch the first part, but I cannot see without my glasses, so when I'm filming I can never see myself, which is also a good thing, but I need to put my glasses on to be able to read the story, so if there's glare back from my ring light I totally apologise, but I need to be able to see to read, so that's why. Okay, so like I said in the first part, I'm actually very blind, so I cannot see without my glasses when reading, so I need to put my glasses on to read, so I do apologise again if there's any glare back from my ring light onto my glasses, but I can't read the stories without them because eyesight, so yeah. Whew. I don't think it should be too bad today because it's slightly different now, but let's get started. I'm filming on my camera, which I don't think I've mentioned in a video yet, but I'm actually filming on a camera, not my phone anymore, so I can, this is my phone, you're on a camera, hello. But yeah, let's get into it. So the email that they sent me says, "Hey Chels, I hope this is okay. Of course it is, I love you, you're great." Okay, so it all started a few years back when I was hosting a party in my house. As everyone was leaving, I heard the radio we keep in a cupboard go off, and being a little drunk, I didn't think much of it. So I went to turn it off and noticed that the only way to turn it on was the top of the radio and nothing was pressed against it, which I did think was weird. That is weird. As I turned it off and went to turn off all the lights again, I heard it come on again. Ew. Immediately, I rang my friend because I was scared. As soon as the call connected, the radio switched off completely, and I, to this day, have no explanation as to how it turned on or off alone. I have a similar experience regarding a radio. There is a radio at my mum's house that my mum and my stepdad are convinced is turned on by a timer at like midnight every night. I don't know why someone set a timer for midnight. But it would only go off every now and then, and usually only when I was in the house alone. So that's a weird timer. Okay, so let's continue. Anyway, jump to a few months later, I come home after being out all day. My mum looks at me super confused as I come in, so I ask her, "Why are you looking at me like that?" And what she tells me is chilling. She tells me she heard almost half an hour ago me shouting up the stairs, "I'm home," even though I hadn't even come back yet. I was super confused at the time and assumed it was my sister playing a joke on her or something. Then a few weeks after that, I'm in my room at roughly 1 AM reading when my mum burst in my room, panicked. She claims she heard me call her name from the bathroom and had come to see what was wrong. I had no idea what she was talking about, but got a little nervous to know it had happened again. As it was 1 AM, I knew it was my sister playing a joke on us this time. That same night, my mum claimed she heard my phone ringing within my room, even though it was on silent and nobody had called me. Weeks went by and nothing happened until the creepiest encounter yet. I was getting ready for bed when I see my door slowly opening and my sister's head peek inside. It was 2 AM, so I freaked out thinking something was wrong. She looked at me confused and said she'd heard me crying on the landing and had come to see what had happened. It was evident at that point I hadn't been crying at all, and this was another experience of people hearing me when I hadn't actually been there. It scares me the most that it is just my voice people hear. Since then, it's been less frequent, and I haven't heard anybody say they've heard me when I haven't been there recently. Although I will point out, I have been dreaming of myself lately, which I find unusual. I even once had what seemed to be like a sleep paralysis with me sat at the end of my bed taunting me. I know it's not a good sign when you dream of yourself, which is the weirdest thing, as I haven't dreamt of myself until these weird encounters started happening. I'm not sure if all of these are connected, but one thing I do know is the fact that it uses my voice only scares the hell out of me. Just opening the message. Oh, that was it. Oh, so I recently went on a in Edinburgh they do, the City of the Dead company do a ghost tour, and they do one of the vaults and one of Greyfriars Kirkyard. The one of Greyfriars Kirkyard is specifically slightly more special because you can get into the prison at the back of the kirkyard, which they are the only people with permission to go into this location. So if you're in Edinburgh, I would highly recommend. But one of the guys that works for the company was talking to me, and there's a specific type of spirit or supernatural being that will mimic either your appearance or your voice to confuse people, and I cannot remember for the life of me what it's called. I will ask him and I will put the name of it here. But it's done to try and trap people. Not that my friend, I'm not telling you you're being trapped, but maybe that's what it is. That's terrifying. Like, imagine, I can only imagine, I mean, it's just me and Becca in this flat, so I can only imagine Becca thinking she's hearing my voice and she's not, and how much that would probably creep her the hell out. I've got goosebumps. You can't see them because I'm wearing a long sleeve top, but there are goosebumps. Whew. I don't like that. I'm sorry that's happening to you, friend. Thank you very much for sending in your story though. I love you a lot. You know who you are because you obviously sent the story. And yeah. Whew. Okay guys, so that's it for this week. If anybody else has any paranormal stories that they would like me to react to, please, you can either DM me on Instagram and I will give you all the details of where to send them, or you can comment below and I will do the same, and then I can continue to react to everyone's spooky experiences because I freaking love to do it. But yeah, so if anybody has anything, please get in contact and I will read your stories. Other than that, I think that's it for this week. I hope everyone has a wonderful, wonderful rest of the week. I will see you next Friday for another video. Bye!